Making myself available. It's been 3 minutes and 40 some seconds. Probably let it run so like 10 minutes. I don't know. I like to leave the opportunity open for anybody who would like to ask me or discuss anything with me to have the option to do that from time to time, but I also know that everybody doesn't catch it whenever it's pop-up lives. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If you got something to say, here we are. Low key, low key, low key, low key USA. How's it going? Thank you for stepping into the chat, even only for a moment. I appreciate you. What's going on, Low Key USA? Everything alright? Everything good? It's a good place to start. It's a good place to stay. It can be consistent. I would not argue with that. I know sometimes the chat doesn't show for the replay for whatever reason. I can't find it in the settings. Low Key USA said, I found God while hunting in the forest. So, I won't have any disputes on that from me. I believe that the forest, the wilderness, and all its forms, are a good way to start drawing your consciousness, your awareness, your spirit back to the source of it, to the source of all of it. Garbage night. Garbage night. No, I didn't know that. I know that 22s shoot far and straight compared to a lot of options. I didn't know that. I don't really know any of the stats. Like my dad's side, he used to study. What's up, Mark? What's up, Overwatch? He used to really study the stats on all the different deer rifles and all that stuff. I never really took the time to learn that part of it. What's up, Overwatch? Overwatch and Low Key USA. I'm just chilling for a minute, trying to get more consistent with doing this, putting myself on live, making myself available, and creator things for the emails for YouTube and TikTok. I've always said that. Gotta do it more, do it consistently. I figured I would just turn it on while I had a minute to do it. Make myself available for communication to anybody who would so choose to come into the chat. I'll keep checking it. It jumps around like that sometimes whenever you say, yeah, 4 is nice. That's, it says 3 to me right now, but I see how you said 8 now, and I see it do that sometimes. I don't know if it's just people scrolling and then I'm not doing anything that moment to hold their attention past the scroll urge. So you just keep right on. Maybe a couple land early. I don't know. It's not my biggest concern, honestly. Yeah, I would rather be able to communicate with my thoughts and content on those platforms to more people, but as I've proven over the last 6 years or so, I'm not going to stop regardless if anybody. Yeah. Can't stress it though, Mark. Everybody knows, everybody sees them, everybody knows what they're, that there are a lot of large groups, a lot of places that not looking good. But that's, I mean, that's not even like a national security, like secret type of thing. Like everyday people know it. Everybody walks around like it ain't what it is, though. I know why you're saying it like that, because you're like trying to, like, really, like, even though everybody says it, everybody knows it, there's videos showing it and everything, nobody actually does anything about it. But I don't know what to do. Nice. I don't know what the levels, like, I wouldn't know. Pretend to know. Oh. 4 people, 1 thumb. Only you can just take them upstairs. That's great for you. Come stand around. Come get around behind and beside and around whenever everything starts. Come use your skill set to. I'm gonna put out the beacon when it's time. I remember everybody over the years and stuff like that. And then whenever it comes time. Ani, I just restarted your stuff in the dryer. It's still wet. Hey, Steve and Robin. They might be here, they might not. Steve will say something. Robin might, or he might just be, making his own. Not that it would be anything interesting to do that here. See what the point would be. Which one? I don't know. Just don't take the pizza one. Well, we always got a room for rent. Why don't you move over there, Mark? You guys would get along if you actually was communicating at any point. It's my opinion. The internet topics, things, you know what I mean? It doesn't give it a fair chance. I'm a pretty good judge of character. I think left to your own devices, from my perception perception of Mark and Steve, I would say that they would probably get along under the right circumstances. Yeah, it's okay. It'll go down. I'm not going to run this real long anyways. I just want to, do what the creator emails tell me to do and see, try to be consistent, see if it works. Yeah, because you could just, you wouldn't be worried about the room. You could just be there, but still have the van. Come here. Come here, Mark. I'll sit and talk with you. if anybody, especially from YouTube, but anybody from YouTube or TikTok approaches me in like a halfway sane way, like you don't really make me feel threatened or anything like that, I'd give anybody the time, you know what I mean? Like if somebody took the time, like Mark, you've been around a long time, but if somebody took the time right now, just today, first time ever coming in my chat and stuff, and then they, you know, I would have to have a lot to do with the place and time and everything like that for my own security, but I would give anybody the time of day, not even just, not somebody like you, Mark, who's been around already. I would, nobody has ever really tried to talk to me before or anything. I see that always happening and stuff. Yeah. Steve's rebuilding. You know, there's a reason for that. Time is it? We'll be back in 30 seconds. Well, probably 90 seconds. And then now we're at 1. Don't say that. People already try to say that. I don't believe none of that stuff, man. I wouldn't. Listen, if I thought the stuff on it's, you know, it actually makes it more interesting that somebody even take the time to make that site and make those accusations towards Steve and stuff. And if you think about it, like, I don't know anybody who is, like, really, really actually studying and writing in Gematria before Steve, like, as far as, like, what you can see history-wise, like, he's not lying. Like, he'd been doing that. So it's like, once you realize, like, all these celebrities and politicians and stuff, they're not ignoring this. Gematria is not fake. I've sat through hours and hours of teachings from Orthodox Jewish rabbis talking about it. So, I mean, it is very interesting because it's like, well, dang, if they're not mentioning it, but they are aware of it, then... And then if somebody took all this time to try to, like, kind of defame Steve or just to leave such a trail that if anybody looks into his name or anything, they're going to find all this negativity, it's like, well, maybe there is a reason for that, you know? But also, we're all human, we're mankind, and ego and stuff takes over. So whenever, say, somebody, not just Steve, but somebody in any position where they do feel like this rightful entitlement, it still gets you because of the, then if you allow it, it can stop your ability to communicate the message. So if you have a message that you actually want to communicate, it really matters on how you do that. But if you don't have a message that you want to communicate, and you know, you're just, it is what it is, and it is what it is, kind of, and you don't care what anybody thinks or anything like that, and it doesn't matter what people believe or how they behave off of what they believe, then doesn't matter how you communicate it. But I need to communicate my message better, which is what I'm more focused on, Mark. It's trying to reach more people and trying to make sense to people as I reach them. The whole system is being exposed. Of course, this is it's a cycle. It's not, there's no way to prevent it. it wouldn't matter anybody that you could say like the bad guys take out or something like that. It's not going to make a difference. The procession of events are going to occur, and it's changing it's a power shift change. The authority is going from like some humans to some other humans on earth, and it's divinely controlled. I want to say that better, but that's what I mean. It's divinely controlled, it's divinely orchestrated. It's a power shift from one group of humans to another. Lauren's in right now, so I'm probably gonna cut this off. Overwatch, Low Key USA. I really mean this. I appreciate y'all for coming in for a minute, chatting with me a little bit. Gonna have some new mods. My mods are busy. One of them's rebuilding a building, and I know the other one works a lot, so we are being vetted now. Stay up.